Let's first kick off with what we're seeing on the market in the last few sessions. We see the market bouncing yesterday by 1%. That's come off its lows and taken the year-to-date loss to around 8%. As I say, it's been a volatile start to August and, of course, the third quarter. What are your expectations at Cowry with regards to overall performance for this quarter?
Yeah, thank you very much, Samantha. Looking at the market currently, it's been down. It's been bearish, and we have to understand that the fundamentals, that is behind this current bearish market, haven't really changed. Recently, we saw CBN nationalizing about 3 banks even before the September deadline. That has triggered a lot of panic in the market, ahead of the September deadline, which is still, around the corner. By the time September comes, definitely, that fear will still be in the market. And again, looking at, the current exchange rate, challenges that the CBN has been trying to fight, is still there. Which also we expect that more contractionary monetary policies will also be on board come September. Looking at all these things put together, we don't see much happening in the market. We might see some little rally here and there as bargain hunters hit the market to take advantage of the poor milk prices. But by and large, at the end of the third quarter, the market is still going to be bearish.
Now, mixed performance in the building materials sector yesterday, that being the second largest sector by market cap. Ashaka Cement closing down 4.1%. Cement Company of Northern Nigeria closing flat. Lafarge, WAPCO and Dangote Cement both closing to the good. Most investors generally bullish on the sector and the earnings potential for cement companies going forward, with construction booming in Nigeria as well as the rest of the continent. What are your thoughts on these 4 cement stocks?
For the cement sector in Nigeria, we see a lot of opportunities going by the fact that there is a large, supply shortfall in the market. Currently, the installed capacity is far below total demand of about 18 million, metric tons. We have installed capacity of about 9 million, a total supply of about 9 million, which leaves about 7 million, unsupplied. So currently, we see a lot of opportunities in that sector, and we expect investors to look at that direction. Looking at Africa as a whole, we have a total demand of about 165 million metric tons. And if you come to West Africa, we have a total demand of about 33 million metric tons. Then coming down to Nigeria, like I said, a total demand of about 18 million metric tons. Currently we see a lot of opportunities. The likes of Dangote and WAPCO, they are trying to expand their capacity to be able to meet up, with this supply, shortfall. So we see a lot of opportunities in that sector.
Lafarge recently commissioned its new Lakatabu plant. That's a 2.2 million metric ton per annum plant. Of course, the cost of that ate into earnings per share for the first half of the year. But now that it's been commissioned, what type of capacity does it add to the company? How significant is this capacity, and what is the investment horizon when it comes to returns?
Yeah, the results of WAPCO, of course, the second half result that they released is actually encouraging, going by the fact that they have just finished the construction of a new factory. It's about 2 million metric ton capacity. Their turnover grew by about 23%. Of course, we saw a decline in their bottom line, which obviously is an expression of the expenses they incurred, in this new expansion, that they did. But looking at it closely, you discover that in terms of valuation, our fair value for WAPCO is put at about 52 naira, which of course offers about 70% upside, going by the price that they closed yesterday, which is like 44.65 as of yesterday. And if you're looking at price to book, comparing that of WAPCO to Dangote Cement, WAPCO is trading currently at 2.77 times its price, while that of Dangote Cement is trading at 8.77, which of course makes WAPCO highly undervalued. And again, if you look at the book value of WAPCO, it is still at about 3 naira. I mean, 16 naira compared to that of Dangote Cement, which is about 13 naira. So looking at WAPCO, of course, we expect this new plant that they constructed to actually, boost, their sales. As we also saw in the second quarter result, that their sales also increased by about 17%. So looking at it closely, there is still a lot of opportunities for WAPCO.